Have you ever wondered why some men seem to effortlessly attract romantic interests, while others struggle despite having money or looks? It's not just about wealth or physical appearance. Many attractive people still find it challenging to build fulfilling relationships. The true secret lies in mastering social intelligence. Imagine possessing the skills that make you irresistibly appealing on a psychological level. Intrigued? Let's uncover the 10 hidden traits that can transform any man into a magnetic force of attraction. 1. Selectively attentive. Women crave novelty and feeling special. By not giving someone your full, rapt attention 100% of the time, you become intriguing. When you're selectively attentive, focusing intensely on them at some moments while getting absorbed in your own thoughts and actions at others, it signals that your attention is something to be earned rather than guaranteed. This makes them subconsciously work harder to regain your focus. It's not about playing games or obvious hot and cold behavior. It's about naturally being secure enough in yourself to temporarily disengage and tend to your own world, making your attentiveness a gift only bestowed upon those who bring real value to your life. When you're fully present with them, they feel that depth of connection, but they also feel a slight, lovable anxiety about keeping you present and interested. 2. Passionate indifference. Having your own passions and sources of fulfillment in life beyond just chasing relationships is incredibly attractive. By being engaged in hobbies, goals, and interests that excite you for their own sake, you signal that your happiness doesn't depend entirely on receiving validation from others. This makes you seem more grounded and intriguing. Pursue your passions with genuine enthusiasm, not half-heartedly, but at the same time, don't aggressively hustle to impress others with those pursuits. Let that zest for life come through naturally as something you feel driven towards whether anyone paid attention or not. That indifference to others' opinions, combined with the charisma of immersing yourself in your own fascinating world, draws fascination. What's more, having autonomous sources of passion demonstrates an ability to self-motivate and stay focused on meaningful objectives. It showcases qualities like discipline, curiosity, and a zeal for growth that are incredibly appealing. Rather than wandering aimlessly, you radiate purpose. This self-directed lifestyle hints at an intriguing richness of experiences and an active mind, both highly attractive traits. 3. Strategic disqualification. Planting selective small seeds of doubt about your interest levels can be surprisingly compelling. Tell a little white lie about ruling out dating them early on for a fairly silly, trivial reason. Maybe you pretend their favorite band is a deal-breaker, or you joke that their height makes them undateable. The human mind tends to get fixated on resolving that cognitive dissonance of rejection. It's not about negging or putting them down. It's about introducing a harmless dose of uncertainty that makes them work a bit to regain your approval rather than just assuming you're smitten from the start. As long as you're fairly transparent that you're just teasing, it can make them subconsciously intrigued by the challenge of reversing your initial disqualification of their dateability. This strategic disqualification taps into a psychological truth. Humans obsess over resolving tensions and contradictions in their reality. By creating a lovable, light contradiction around your interest levels, you essentially hack into their innate drive to realign that dissonance. Their pursuit of you gets framed as a fun, acceptable challenge to make things right rather than desperate thirst. It's emotional engineering at its finest. 4. Vulnerability void. While selectively getting vulnerable with someone can build intimacy in a relationship, the initial courtship period is greatly enriched by holding back some vulnerability at first. Don't overtly and constantly broadcast your fears, insecurities, and self-doubts early on. Give measured, digestible glimpses at most. By portraying yourself as mostly having it all together, you broadcast self-sufficiency and become more unattainable in their eyes. A complete vulnerability void makes you seem closed off, but retaining an air of secure confidence despite the odd humanizing glimpse can make someone chase to keep unveiling new layers. Sharing sensitivity too readily can paradoxically make you seem weak or unstable at the outset. By embodying centeredness, you create a grounded, stable presence that feels like an oasis of calm certainty in this restless world. That composure signals you have abundant inner resources to stay level-headed. It makes people subconsciously crave deeper entry into the eye of your self-possessed storm. 5. Elusive mastery. The unique ability to casually attract and command social circles separates the fascinating from the wallflowers. Natural elusive masters are those charismatic few who can work any room with humor, confidence, listening skills, and smooth social navigation without being overbearing spotlight hounds. They radiate an instantly likable presence, yet also carry an air of mystery. These radiantly charming connectors seem to break all traditional small talk rules, yet still captivate. While most feel socially awkward in groups, masters fluidly transcend typical inhibitions while subtly pulling people's strings with amused detachment. 6. Flirtatious artistry. Many disastrous flirts are either too overt and desperate or so subtle and coded that they're utterly clueless. Truly addictive flirts live in that deliciously ambiguous sweet spot between downright lewd and completely chaste, relentlessly toying with plausible deniability. There's an intoxicating tension as you can never quite tell if their suggestive wordplay and loaded innuendo is truly innocuous or amazingly salacious. It feels both wildly inappropriate yet slightly playful all at once. Leaving that perfect aftertaste of titillation while maintaining propriety is a deviously delightful art. 7. Heroic presence. At your core, you must deeply respect yourself and unapologetically live out your values. This radiates silent heroic presence, an air of integrity, conviction, and honor that demands respect. You needn't be a real-life superhero, but simply having a consistent moral compass and belief in standing up for what's right makes you inspiring. Those with true heroic presence don't constantly broadcast how noble they are. They embody it through daily behavior, making the tough decisions, protecting the vulnerable, rising above pettiness, and committing to growth. This quiet charisma of strong ethics and duty in action speaks volumes. 8. Problem solver magnetism. People are naturally drawn to those who can calmly solve problems and navigate life's challenges with poise. By becoming the grounded, resourceful person others seek out for help and trusted guidance, you demonstrate invaluable leadership qualities. This resolute confidence anchors you as a rock of stability. Don't just impulsively give advice or try to forcibly fix everything. Listen deeply, ask clarifying questions, and approach obstacles with a solutions mindset. Instead of feeding drama, develop a knack for seeing past the emotional chaos to the root issue needing a strategic, well-thought-out response. As you master cool-headed pragmatism, your counsel becomes cherished. When difficulties inevitably arise, you'll gain a reputation as the capable one to turn to. People will intuitively feel soothed by your level-headed rationality and trustworthy commitment to working through issues systematically. As their respected voice of reason, they become drawn to your stabilizing presence like a moth to a flame. 9. Being the life of the party. There's an undeniable magnetic pull to those who cultivate fun, celebratory social environments filled with contagious positive energy. Life of the party types have a lovable, outgoing exuberance that lights up any room or gathering they attend. Their enthusiastic zest for life creates an exciting gravitational force. It's not about performing for attention or being the center of frenzied chaos. True party starters inspire authentic good times by going over the top to ensure everyone around them is having an amazing, memorable experience. They seem to majestically orchestrate merriment while allowing their uninhibited zest for life to radiate organically. These are the charismatic connectors who somehow manage to get everyone synced up and bonding over clever games, impromptu dance parties, creative adventures, and riotous inside jokes. As the catalyst for so many unforgettable fun nights, people can't help but be drawn towards their celebratory spirit whenever they arrive. 10. Unobvious plotting. People who give off a quiet, unobvious sense of interest rather than a desperate, overt sense of it are more mysterious. You come across as an interesting person without trying too hard to be one. By giving off an air of self-restrained confidence and listening carefully, this makes people lean in. Don't brag or force your indescribable uniqueness on everyone to make them believe you're awesome. Be your simple, grounded, and thoughtful self, pursuing your own complex hobbies and goals without making a big deal out of it. Let your unique point of view and background slowly come out through subtle story moments. As people perceive your self-assuredness intertwined with mysterious undertones, they'll be irresistibly piqued to decipher more about what makes you tick. That subtle prompting of, "there's more under the surface here," compels them to be more engaged detectives on a fascinating, unobvious journey of discovery about your layered inner world. If you have made it this far, let us know what you think in the comment section below. For more interesting topics, make sure you watch the recommended video that you see on the screen right now. Thanks for watching. Are you sure you are following us? Watch for next. Like and subscribe this video.